Hey loves, welcome in. I hope all is well. It's going to be a general collective reading, so take what resonates. Um, I've been posting videos and they've been taking days to download. So that's just how it goes, right? Like your patience is being tested right now. When I was shuffling this deck, which I'll be using, there was the Four of Wands that came out and the Judgment card underneath. So I feel like these unions, these partnerships that you are attracting are under heavy surveillance, meaning under judgment. Okay, so you could have people watching you, okay, just like how many of us are going through that, right? Being surveillanced. Things are always being manipulated through our devices. Okay, it's like someone has been tapped into my device for the longest time. I can't even tell you how many years it's been, but I feel that judgment is now coming in for those that have been trying to deter us, um, trying to keep us off our track, trying to manipulate and interfere and get us sidetracked or off guarded or whatever it is, whatever they're trying to do, whatever the opposition is trying to do, because essentially it's the opposition. And it could be your fucking mother, viewer, that is doing this to you. It doesn't matter. Anybody that's trying to distract you from doing what God has called you to do is the opposition. Point blank, period. There's no sugarcoating it. We have to learn the truth so we could come to our truth and stand in our power. That's how we make a movement. That's how we descend. That's why we descended into earth, so we could reascend into our power and make a change that the world is needed. Resilience, but you've been resilient, okay? That you've been, they keep sending you attacks, and I feel like this is you, viewer, and you're like, yeah, and you keep putting it in your knapsack, yeah, and you're alchemizing it, and you're learning the lesson, and you're using that negative energy, and you're transmuting it into something positive, and you're just getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And they're like, oh, look, 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 this is the one that's gonna break the collective. Look, 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 this is the one that's gonna break the viewer. But meanwhile, you're like, it's okay, I could carry it, don't worry. And meanwhile, okay, someone could be doing root magic because they want you to stay stuck. They want you to stay stuck where you are. Gratitude. I saw this card while we were shuffling, and this is a 5 card. So change is afoot, right? A helping hand, protection. You could be seeing 444. What you don't see, like your spirit guides, your guardian angels are all around you. You are an earth angel. You're here for a greater purpose. 5, growth. To show people how to grow, how to evolve, to show them their own path, the path of 8, the path of their abundance, to surrender. This is another 8. Okay, you could be seeing 888. 88 could be significant. That could be in your phone number. To surrender to the journey, to surrender to the path, to surrender to their abundance, because it's right around the corner. 8, 9, 10, I had to count 11, right? So the 11 card is justice. So something, new contracts, justice is being served. 11 is the justice card in the tarot. So something is cut, like divine justice is in order now, is coming into play. We have attraction here, 44, and that's another 8. And then resilience is a 3. So that's learning the self-mastery. That's learning how to align mind, body, soul. Confirmation, I just heard a beep. Let's clarify attraction, spirit, for the viewers. And you have to understand, their only tactic is trying to make you annoyed, trying to slow you down, trying to get to you. And when you think about it, how sad is that? 411 could be significant. That could be an area code, or that could be someone that's doing this to you, an area code. But how sad is it that their only sense of pleasure or joy is to try to make someone else feel a certain way. And it's not just anybody, it's you, viewer. It's the my collective. It's the chosen. It's the ones that came here with purpose. It's the black sheep. It's the outcast. It's the odd man out, because you are meant to make a new path, a new way of being. What's this? The Nine of Wands. Because the machine doesn't want you to learn your lessons. The machine wants to keep you enslaved, right? The machine wants to burden you only so you can't enjoy life. So you're stuck in those lower vibration, of the shadow of the root chakra, the shadow of the sacral chakra, where you feel like you can't create. You feel like you're stuck. You feel you're in fight or flight mode, in other words. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, so this could have been something that you've been taking your time, but have patience. The Seven of Pentacles is patience. Patience while things are coming to fruition, while you take action, because action is being taken on your behalf. Because we have the Knight of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and then the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so to the Queen of Wands here, if you could see that, there you go. To the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Swords. Queen of Wands could be significant, Aries, Leo, Sagittarian energy. But the Queen of Swords is speaking your truth, speaking up, being blunt, being honest. And those that don't appreciate that or can't handle it, that's their problem, viewer. Okay, not yours. When you speak the truth and it hurts somebody's feelings or ruffles their feathers, the bigger the badder the wolf, the harder the fall. Remember. The Nine of Wands, attraction. So you're learning the lesson. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, as many readers. But for me, it's like the wise warrior, because you've learned. And now you're moving into the 10 of Wands, where you're going to learn how to unburden, how to let go of things that 7:17 on the clock that haven't been yours to carry. Even your, like, the way you've been thinking, viewer, is kind of holding you down or was holding you back. But your resilience is your heart, is your strength. That's why you're here. That's why you're here on this channel. That's why you're watching this reading. Because for what we do is not for the faint of heart. You have to go through the ring of fire for people to be like, oh, you're delusional. Oh, you're crazy. The Three of Swords. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're trying to cause you disappointment. Disappointment after disappointment after disappointment, but you're resilient and you didn't give up. You kept that mustard seed alive. This could even be a community that goes under the guise of like the Rose Sisters, or the Sacred Sisters, a House of the Sisters or something like that. And Three of Swords came out of the resilience, which is 3, so 33. So you've mastered something. You're a master. This is even Christ consciousness. They tried to dilute your way of thinking, or your self-esteem, or your confidence, or your security to feel safe. But your resilience is your faith, is your trust in the journey, in the path, that God gives you only what you can carry. And the reason why you're going through so much is because you can carry it, viewer. And yeah, that sucks when you're in the eye of the storm. But when you finally move past the storm and you move into your growth, of 9/11, you see the urgency as why you are grateful that you've overcome that. And only then will you be grateful as to why you went through certain things, because it made you into that version that you are or are going to be. Gratitude, Page of Swords, a message is coming in. You're being protected. Page of Swords is someone watching. And this is your spirit guides, your guardian angels watching over you, giving you a helping hand with this. But this is even some sort of communication. Like, this is text, like I was saying, through your phone. People could be tapping into your phone. People could be tapping into, like, say, the cameras in your apartment building, your condominium building, if you have that ring cam, they could be tapping into that and watching you through that. The Two of Cups to the Page of Cups to the Hermit, and then the Hierophant. This could have been someone that you were in a higher level of commitment with. This could have been an ex, someone that you divorced, someone that you broke up with. But you have attained some sort of sacred wisdom. That's your growth. That's your superpower. That you became better and not bitter. And that's driving them fucking crazy. So they have to have some sort of control. This is narcissistic behavior. They have to have some sort of control. So they tap into your phone, right? Because who else is going to know all your information other than someone that you had some sort of higher level of commitment with, someone that you were married with, someone that you were with for 5, 6 years, 4 years, 2 years. They're going to know all your information, your social insurance number, your date of birth, your phone number, your address. They're going to know all that information. And that could be relative. Okay. So someone could be using you as a guise, pretending to be you, and you're going to be receiving some sort of information. It's going to be a helping hand. And this is going to be coming in from a soulmate, someone who has seen your growth. Because no matter what they try to send at you, this disappointment, this failure, this Three of Swords, you maintained. And now you've become the master. You have 33 and we have 44 here. Those are master numbers. And now 33 is in like the spirit, is in the unseen. You've mastered something. And your spirit, your soul, is a chosen soul to come down here to bring in a new path of growth for other people, to show other people how it can be done, because you have come out of it unscathed, unbothered, stronger, smarter, wiser. You hold sacred keys of wisdom and of knowledge. Higher level of learning could be significant. 12:21 on the clock. And then we have the Ace of Cups, because you learned how to put in the effort into self-love. We have the Ace of Cups with the Eight of Pentacles. You're no longer the fool underneath. You've nurtured yourself. You poured into yourself where people thought they were going to break you, and it didn't even shake you. It just made you. Much love, viewer.